Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button or hit the bell so that you know every time I post, you don't miss it. So today we're gonna do galapkis, and these are Polish stuffed cabbage. Of course, I'm not Polish, so the recipe may vary a little bit, but this stuffed cabbage is as close as I'm gonna get without seasoning it. But this is a meal that I learned a long time ago. It can be carb friendly, keto friendly. It tastes so good, and I'll be glad to make it for you. The recipe will be on the side of the screen, so let's just get into this. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you guys, this rice that I'm gonna put in, I washed, I cooked, I rinsed to get as much carbs and starch off of it that I could, but the recipe does normally calls for rice, so I went ahead and put it in anyway. But so that you guys know, this is totally optional. You don't have to use rice, so this makes it keto friendly. And even with the rice, it's considered low carb. Okay, so as you can see, I have them all rolled, all but a couple, and because I wanted to demonstrate a few to you. So I'll tell you what, if you are having a hard time rolling these, don't worry about it. We all have a hard time rolling them. I used to make them so big that I would bust the cabbage and they would be popping out everywhere. Now, typically, I would bake these, but I'm gonna put these in the pressure cooker. I'm gonna use my Emerald Lagasse, and because I've never pressure cooked them before, and I just wanna see what the difference would be. So I'm gonna roll up a few more of these, and I'll be back. So now that we have them all rolled up, we have them ready to go into the pot. I'm going to show you how to situate them in the pot. If you're going to use a casserole dish, you just line them up next to each other like you see they are on the pan here. So once you get them in, you might have some leftover cabbage. Well, of course I did. But if you want to freeze that leftover cabbage, you can. If you want to put it as a side dish to the meal, you can. If you want to put it in the pot, you can. You can do whatever you want with it. But we try really hard not to waste food around here, even though we do. So that was just something I wanted to tell you guys. If you wanted to save your cabbage, you could. If not, freeze it or throw it away. Choice is yours. Okay, so now at this point, we're going to add the tomatoes and the beef consomme. But what I'm going to tell you guys is that I added an extra cup of water to what already would have been naturally watery because of the cabbage. So, because I was in a pressure cooker, which brought out the waters in the cabbage even more. And that's usually what I would do if I were baking it. So if you guys have a pressure cooker and you want to do this by a pressure cooker, please know that there's going to be more water than what you would normally have if you bake it. Also, if you're using one of the older model pressure cookers that you use on the stove, they don't have the restrictions like the digital newer ones does, because Emeril Lagasse's pressure cooker requires 1 cup of water. So at the time, this had no water in it, and that's what I had to do. But if I make these again, I will try to steam them next time to see how they come out. That'll be my next thing to do with these. All right, guys, this is the finished product. Galakis, and these are so different from what I used to make, but they are so good. And I didn't know toning down the flavor would turn up the flavor, if that makes sense. I want to say for the low carb eaters and the keto eaters, this is a customizable meal. You absolutely can pull the rice out of it. It will be delicious all the same. You can also season this however you guys see fit. But I would love for you guys to try this recipe. Tag me and tell me what you thought about it. And also I wanted to say that I don't know that I would use the pressure cooker again. And I don't know that I will steam these now, because I noticed that I can't keep the wrapping on as tight as I would if I baked them. So I don't know that I would fully recommend that. So my husband's gonna take a piece. He's going to taste it as he always does. Have a good look, guys. Yeah. If you had smell-o-vision, just imagine. Okay, so anyways, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, old and new. I thank you guys so much for subscribing and taking the time to watch. I love bringing these videos, and I will have no problem with continuing to bring these videos. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends all these wonderful recipes, and I will be back to bring you another. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.